Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a tofu and a methi paratha. It's a very wholesome and high protein dish that you can make for breakfast or even pack into a kid's lunchbox. I'm going to be making this really exciting by flavoring the paratha dough with a garlic and oregano spread and then serving it along with an achari mayo and a veg mayo. So without wasting any time, let's just dive right in and I'll show you the step-by-step methods of how to make a delicious and wholesome paratha. So I have here with me a multi-grain flour. So what I did was to take like a portion of whole wheat flour, a little bit of bajra, ragi and jowar, and then made a multi-grain flour. So it's wholesome, full of flavor, and the paratha will taste absolutely different and nutty. And to this I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of the garlic and oregano spread. It is enriched with omega-3 and has 0% cholesterol and also brings in a lot of flavor. It's a very versatile spread that you can use in making parathas. You can actually cook the parathas in them, you can use them over toast, you can even toast your pav bhaji buns in them and it will taste really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix the spread well into the flour until it becomes well blended, and after that I'm going to add in like a pinch of salt. The spread already has some salt, so you just want to ensure that you don't add too much, just a pinch, and after that we'll add little water at a time and then knead to make a dough. And that's salt. I'm going to add little water at a time and then knead to make a nice firm and smooth dough. So now that the dough is all come together and it's nice and smooth, I'm just going to keep this aside and make the filling for the tofu methi paratha. So into a mixing bowl, add in the grated tofu. So if you don't have tofu, you can also add paneer. And to this some chopped methi leaves, just like that, washed and chopped. And some finely chopped onions, green chillies, finely chopped, and I'm going to add in the only flavoring agent that's going to be here is the cumin powder and some salt. So the rest of it is going to come from the onions, green chillies and the methi, and which is going to bring in a burst of flavors into the paratha. Just add the salt and mix all of them until you get a nice stuffing mixture. So give it a taste and check to see if you need any more salt. Add a little more salt if you want, or jeera powder if you want, and then after that keep it aside and I'm going to show you how to fill it and then cook these parathas. We'll dust the surface with some flour and we'll dust the dough as well. I'm going to roll it into a 3-inch diameter circle and take some portion of the stuffing mixture, place it in the center. I like to add a lot of stuffing into the paratha because I like it to be nice and full. So go ahead and be generous and make a nice stuffing, and you can easily close it by just pulling and pinching the dough. So it's important to have a good portion of stuffing when you're making the paratha, and it's okay if a little bit of the stuffing oozes out when you're cooking it, because that's essentially what's going to add to the taste of the entire paratha. Okay, so now that I've stuffed it to its maximum, I'm going to stretch and pull and make a potli, press it, pinch. Since it's a multigrain flour that I've added, you will notice that a little bit of the flour opens up, but don't worry, just pinch it, bring it together, press it down completely and dust it in a little more flour and then roll it out. Don't roll it out too thin, just roll it out just a bit so you have a nice thickness and the stuffing is intact inside. Okay, see, notice as I told you there's a little bit of stuffing that's coming on the top, and that's absolutely okay. I'm just going to go ahead and roll the remaining paratha dough and then show you how to cook them. So now I'm going to go ahead and melt my Nutrilite garlic and oregano spread into the pan, and this is going to add more flavor into the paratha. We already added into the paratha dough, and I'm going to be adding it while cooking it as well. So I'm just going to melt a little bit into the tawa, and once it melts, I'm going to go ahead and add my stuffed methi paratha in it. We'll flip it and we'll cook it on both the sides until it is nicely browned and crisp. Cook it on medium heat to ensure that the paratha gets well cooked inside out. It's going to be a multigrain paratha, so it'll take a little longer to cook, so you have to ensure that it's flaky and crisp on the outside. You can add a little more of the spread if you want to add more flavor and to give it a more crusty texture. So notice the paratha is just perfectly cooked from all the sides and it's nicely browned and crisp. And at this stage, I'm just going to take it out and then proceed to cook my remaining parathas and then show you how to serve them. So that's it. The parathas are ready. I've served it along with some veg mayo and some achari mayo, and children will simply love this for breakfast, or you can even serve it for dinner. In fact, you can cut these parathas into triangles and serve it along with these two dips as an appetizer for parties as well, and that's something that I do very often. So I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe. Do give this recipe a try. When you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below. Like always, I'll always be looking to hear back from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.